Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Titans under the lights on Sunday night.
Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And he comes up with a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing, and now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose, or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And Tannehill's got the first as he slides to a halt. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Henry. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans will strike first here in this wild card matchup. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Good drive by Thomas. They get 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the 1st round.
And the first rule of thumb of building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
And some room to work. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off play action, Tannehill. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players. Team's first sack of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how they can be.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A.J. Epinesa. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. Out come the Titans now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Henry, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm being given much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6. Tannehill now to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Des Fitzpatrick, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point up and good by Buffalo, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Tennessee score. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Allen now on first down. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming into that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Allen from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those hip fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Gregory Rousseau showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Tannehill being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And they will move on by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wild Card game. And it is the Kansas City Chiefs who will fight another week as they were able to knock out the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. But meanwhile, for the Titans, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
A snip. Allen hit. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much chance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they kept out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Cook again. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Across the formation, Burks has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to be even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Henry up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. Shreds him with a stiff arm. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. And the busy night for Henry continues. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Over the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. Taken down at the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now out come the Bills. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now Allen. And Cook has it, left side. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Again to Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal.
This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And at
At this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense set to go again. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. 174 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.